Are you ready for a good chat? Go on and tune in to the Go On Men podcast. It's your place to go with your host, David GSA Wrestling, and co-host, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And we're back with the Go On Men podcast with your host, David GSA Wrestling.
And me, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And today's subject is movies and TV shows this year that are coming out. I've got a list, and we're going to say banger, crap, or whatever we want to say about them. So that should be fun. Let's start with the fun. Oh, go on.
And just keep in mind, there'll be some where only one of us talk about it, because it might be like a for example, a horror movie that say only one of us like, or say comedy, a show like a comedy that only one of us likes. So there'll only be like short descriptions, or yes or yay or nay sort of thing. So just keep that in mind, because not everybody's movie taste is the same, so just be understanding with that if you can.
Yeah, I'm not a horror buff, that's why Ryan's saying horror, because I fucking hate horrors. Ryan, I'll sit watch him. There's the odd one I watch, but I'm not a massive fan. Let's start with the controversial one, Black Widow.
I thought it was okay as a movie, but I don't know what I was expecting anyway, because it just seemed like a strange time to put a Black Widow movie out, because it got delayed because of COVID. But I would say I still enjoyed it.
I'm gonna say I enjoyed the movie. I'm gonna say I didn't like what happened after the movie. Right, did you watch it at cinema or did you watch it on Disney Plus?
I watched it at the cinema.
Right, I bought it on Disney Plus, and the way Scarlett Johansson has phrased stuff on the line, she might want to be careful. Like, there's a few people that were offended.
It's because she gets a cut from the cinema release, and because it's not just been a cinema release, it was online as well. She wouldn't have got as much money. So I don't know if it's because she didn't word it in that exact way or whatever, but that's essentially what she's trying to say, which I kind of understand.
Technically, if you think about it, technically, I got cinemas usually on my own. I don't go with anybody. So technically, they made more money out of me buying it on Disney than they would have done if I got cinemas watching it.
Oh yeah, they might have done, but she wouldn't have done. That's what her point
no. Obviously, if Disney's going to start doing that, Disney now need to put a clause in where they make so much money off the fucking Disney rights as much as they, yeah. I get why they're doing it though, because some people don't like going to cinemas. I'd rather sit and watch a movie at home. Yeah, I can't. Do you know what? I'd rather sit at home in my PJs and then being able to pause it go for a piss if I want to, rather than being like, I need a piss, I'm going to hold it for the next 2.5 hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just the way, because like some films like 3.5 hours long, and at some point you need to go for a pee, and then you try to run there and back because you want to try and get back before you miss a big point of it, you know what I mean? So I get why people want to watch it at home, but this one,
cheaper.
Yeah, technically, yeah. No, because it still cost me more, but if it'd gone to it, yeah, it probably would have cost me more actually. Yeah, it was cheaper to buy it. This is one Ryan's not going to be cared about. Snake G.I. Joe.
Yeah, the franchise itself, it's never really been my thing, so I'll let you take on this one.
Right, I'm going to say the first film was a banger. Second film was I feel like killing the main cast of the first one was stupid. I feel like recasting it was retarded. And I feel like bringing out a movie that is about a person that doesn't speak for the first two movies is stupid. Especially when the franchise has died, because it's been so many years since the second one. And you know what I mean? It was stupid because when the first one, it was no name actors really. There was nobody. There was a few odd big names in it, but it wasn't massively packed with big names. You know what I mean? Did you watch the first one? Have you watched the first one?
I haven't really got around to watching it myself.
Right. Well, the first one was there was the odd few names that I think Channing Tatum was the main character of it, and then have you ever watched Little Man?
I think I might have done, yeah.
The baby out of Little Man, I think he was the second. He was his mate. But most of them were named, but wasn't massive names, you know what I mean? That's what it felt like anyway. And then they went over the top. They had Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the second one. They had Bruce Willis. You know what I mean? They had like massive actors come in that had no point to the storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just felt like it was a bit too much. Well, that's
Yeah, I see
personal
what you
feeling.
mean, to be fair.
Personal feelings of it was a bit too much. One that we're going to both touch, but I'm going to get in shit for: Suicide Squad. Two.
It's quite enjoyable. I think there's some things that some people might not like. It is rewriting a lot of what happened in the first one, because the first one was a bit, to put it politely,
Dog poo.
because like it was a bit all over the place, and essentially this film is connected but heavily not at the same time. It's got similar characters / actors, but other than that, it only hints at stuff that happened in the first one. This is kind of its own movie mostly. I would say you can easily still enjoy this if you're not a comic book fan, because it's just a bit of a laugh. There's some things that don't make sense, but it's a Suicide Squad. It's not going to make sense a lot of the time.
The saving grace for that was the shack. I'm sorry, the movie was sort of trash. Like, most of them died. We knew some of them. I know, but like, I get the point. But like, when you have people die, like the funniest death was the Weasel, because he drowned at the start of the friggin' film. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And literally, it was like, after that, it was weird. It was just like everybody died, and then I was so confusing. Like the guy died with disposable arms. That made no sense. Then the one, it was like the guy with the spear died. I didn't even know how he died. Do you know what I mean? And like, it was like, what the freaking hell's going on? Like, it was very confusing to watch as a fan. And then I didn't like most of even like the second team died. Majority, like 4 of them survived the whole fucking film, and it started with like 20.
Well, in its defense, though, in the trailer it did say, "Do not get attached."
I know, but like, you expect like probably about half of them would get killed, you know, because there was that many names mentioned for it. But like,
I think I'd also argue, if you know, a comparison to the original film, barely anybody dies, so they probably thought, well, people are going to complain if more people don't die in this one. So
I know, but the blowing the guy's head up that was swimming away was a bit too much. Like,
well, if you know about the Suicide Squad, it's probably more normal for that sort of thing.
Yeah. But like, I feel like the opening scene was too much, and then like, then for the main cast to die, because like obviously they was like even, but technically the names who they had for the like side cast, or like the people who wasn't meant to be in it that long, there was big names. There wasn't like small names. There was big names, because you had like the guy who played Hondu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
The rat was his first mate, wasn't he?
Is what? Sorry.
You know Weasel. The actor for Weasel was the guy who was his first mate, you know, in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that was James Gunn's brother as well.
Yeah. So he died instantaneously and then came back to life. What else? It was a weird film. It was weird. Like, Captain Boomerang died, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, when Boomerang died, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just like a bloodbath, and then she's like, oh, second team. I'm like, what? Because like, I didn't know there was a second team. I knew there was people in it that hadn't come in it.
The idea, to be fair.
Yeah, and then the second team like ended up picking up the 2 that survived, like the freaking. It was like sending a side troop to take on Germany, and then sending like a first team to take on like the German gunners, and knowing the majority of them was going to die, but there's a team coming from the side of them. You know what I mean? It was crazy. And then for like the 2 that were like survived, I was like, oh well, they're going to survive the film. And then one of them died. I'm like, oh, bro, you're playing with my heart, playing with my emotions. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I think we've touched Suicide Squad enough.
Yeah,
Kissing Booth. You've not watched him. It's more your missus will love him. I'm just gonna chuck it out there.
She rewatched the first one recently, and she bought the book recently as well.
Yeah, the third one's really good. Third one, the ending was a bit naff, but other than that, it was really good. Third one was naff. The ending was like naff for the third one, but the actual film itself was good.
Yeah, I see what you mean though. Like, I see why people enjoy it. but unless I'm with a missus, it's not really my sort of thing. And then I don't know. It's a strange sort of genre that I've never really been a massive fan of. I don't hate it.
It's more of a woman's film, but I've just enjoyed watching it. But like, I feel like I'm getting old, and that's maybe why I'm more into like girly shite. Maybe it's just me.
Like I say, it's just something different, isn't it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first one. I watched it because there was nothing on, and I enjoyed it. And then I watched the second one because Olivia, one of my mates, texted me about it. And I was like, "Oh, cool, I'll bang that on." And then I ended up watching the third one because I watched the first two. So I was like, "Oh, I might as well watch the third one," because they said they was only doing it one more time. And that was the last movie. So here's one we both can touch because I've not watched. I don't think you've watched it either. Free Guy.
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's got a lot of like gaming stuff in it. Ryan Reynolds is always a treat to watch. He's really entertaining.
I'm hoping it goes on Disney. To be honest, if it goes on Disney Plus, I'll buy it. If it goes on Disney Plus, I'll buy it. But like, I'm not going to cinemas watch it.
I might do. I'm not sure though. I'm definitely going to be watching Shang-Chi when that comes out.
Yeah, that was the next one. Actually, that was the next one we're going to touch. Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Five Ring.
It's just nice to see, because one of the things I really go to watch is like Marvel and DC stuff. It's just nice to see something that looks quite enjoyable, that you could easily just go with somebody or just treat yourself to watch.
It gives me the feeling. It gives me the feeling of Ready Player One.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, you know, with all like the graphics and stuff, it reminds me too much of like Ready Player. And I loved Ready Player One, so if it's anything like Ready Player One, it's got like Ready Player One's probably one of my top 5 favourite movies of all time. That we're going to be doing that in another podcast, like top 5 games and TV shows and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely got the feeling of like watching Ready Player One, and I enjoyed Ready Player One, so I'm looking forward to it. Have you got any subject for I'll get Free Guy before we carry on with the next one?
No, I think it's about it really. It's I know it's got Jacksepticeye among other people, and in the promotional stuff they honour a lot of the background characters because they've been able to improve their craft and be able to do a lot of stuff during the film. So it's nice to see them giving other people a hand.
I've loved have you seen the when Thingy shows up, Chris Hemsworth? Have you seen that?
The what, sorry?
Have you seen Chris Hemsworth make an appearance in it?
No.
I don't know if I should spoil it. Well, it's not a spoiler, but like I've seen it. I don't know where I've seen it. I think I might have seen it like on TikTok. There's a point where, like, you know, Captain America's shield. He pulls out Captain America's shield. You know, like Free Guy pulls it out, and Chris Hemsworth goes, "Son of a bitch!" I literally fell off giggling, and I thought it was so funny. Like, if we just have them both in together, it was hilarious. But did you not see what he did when lockdown was in? Ryan Reynolds. He was doing an X-Men reunion, and he appeared, and they all naffed off. He was like, "Out, without." They all just fucked off on him. So it ended up being Logan and obviously Ryan Reynolds, and then they got is it Sabretooth or whatever his name is, who was in that movie as well. His brother played his brother, Wolverine's brother.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, he came in and he's like, "It's a Wolverine X Squad reunion," and then they both naffed off. It was funny. It was hilarious. You'll have to try and find it. It was so funny. Let's talk about the one you just talked about, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Five Rings.
10 rings. Is
it 10? Why have I got 5? Why have I got 5 rings? I've actually wrote down the 5 rings. The freaking hell was I reading? Anyway, go crack on.
Like I mentioned to you before, I think you'll enjoy this more than you think. It's got like a lot of vibrant colours, especially when I saw the trailer. It's very artsy. It's very like there's some nice looking combat in it. I know before I did mention that it's some small combat, but only because it's nice and the fights are nicely choreographed from what I've seen in the trailer. And I think it's going to be one of those sleeper hits where people enjoy it a lot more than they think they will.
I feel like the reason it's getting a bad review, and personally from me, it's because they're trying to reboot the X-Men, reboot the Marvel universe with different characters, and it's a bit hard to let go of like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, because we've had them for so many years now. Like, it's so hard to go from being like the big cast to like trying to reboot the new cast as well. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I'll give it like I won't go to cinemas and watch it. If it's on Disney, I'll probably sit and watch it. But other than that,
I think this is one of the other ones that won't be on Disney straight away. So if you won't be going to the cinema, it'll be a while until it's on there.
no, it'll go on as premiere. That's what they do. They
No,
don't put...
no, this one isn't. It's going to be like a cinema only thing where they can try out how well it goes. Like it was in the news where
Oh,
it's going to be their test dummy. But I was like, I don't know if that's a very nice thing to say about a movie, especially when it's not had any movie for it before.
Yeah. Man, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the funniest trailer we've probably seen for a film. Venom. Venom 2.
I don't know how I feel about this. Don't know how good Woody Harrelson's really going to be. But I think it should be at least a good watch, if nothing else.
If he's anything like he is in Zombieland, he's amazing in Zombieland. And like it's like he's honed his craft over the last couple of years, you know, with Zombieland and stuff like that. And he's quite funny, so it should tie in well with Venom because obviously Tom Hardy's hilarious. Like he writes like the trailer was so good that like it's built it up, and if it sucks now, I'm gonna be really annoyed because like the trailer when Venom breaks his nose. Let me fix that so I can break it again. I loved it, and then it's a red one. We'll let you eat everybody. Like so funny.
When they first encounter Carnage, yeah.
Yeah. It's a red one. You need to come out. No, it's a red one. I'm not coming out. We'll let you eat everybody. Oh yeah! Funniest thing I've ever seen. Like it's so funny. Like Tom Hardy does so, but they couldn't have picked a better actor for Venom because, like, you know how like they said Wolverine was set for I can't think of his pissing name now. Hugh Jackman. Like how they said Wolverine was so suited for Hugh Jackman. I feel like Venom was so set up for Tom Hardy. It was ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Like he's so good, is he? Like you know the fish tank thing was his idea in the first one.
Oh right.
You know when he sat in the fish tank, that was his idea. Like he came up with that, like at the flare of moment, like for me eating a raw fish in a fish tank, and like it just works so well. Like it really does. It's mental. It's funny. So good. I can't wait for it anyway. Hotel Transylvania 4.
I've probably watched the first one, so it's not really something that I know much about.
I've watched all three. First one was good. Second one was third one was a bit dead. Fourth one, I hope it goes back to the first one. Really, the first one was really good. Like it was inventive. The second one, it sort of worked as a tie-on. The third one made no sense at all. Fill you in on the first one, Ryan. The first one was obviously you've watched, haven't you? The second one was, you know, the human and the vampire. She got pregnant and they had a kid. That was the second one. And they were scared it wasn't going to be a vampire, so Drax threw her off a frigging balcony, like off a big finger, and like fly down and catch it, and it went all over viral. Then she kicked off at him. Then they invited his dad. His dad was a pure vampire and didn't like humans, and he was hanging out with vampires that didn't like humans, and then he became a vampire by the end of it. The third one was about a holiday abroad on a frigging cruise boat, and it's meant to be about a hotel. Like it's called Hotel Transylvania. It's meant to be based in a frigging hotel, not a cruise boat in the middle of a night. You know, it just made no sense. The third one was stupid. Right, Jackass Forever.
I think it'll be a funny one. Might have to rewatch them because I've not watched Jackass in forever.
Do you know? I back in day, I could sit and stomach them. I went and watched them not too long ago. It nearly made me physically vomit. Maybe like when you're younger, you just generally don't care, and you see the funny side of it. But now it's like, oh, blood. You know what I mean? I don't do well with blood. The weirdest one was when the bull hit him and made him fly, and he hit the freaking board. That was probably the weirdest one. Ghostbusters Forever, is it? What's it called?
Yeah, they said this Ghostbusters Afterlife. It should be good. From what I can hear, the last one that had all the female cast with Chris Hemsworth in it, that's its own movie. It's not really connected at all.
Yeah, it was like a reboot. It was like a reboot, wasn't it? Or did you try to reboot it?
And then you've got the original 2, which this movie is connected to.
Wasn't it free?
It's
I thought it was free. I thought those three Ghostbusters original.
Oh, I thought they'd done the two, but regardless, the original ones with the original casting, that is connected to this, and they've got the original cast apart from the one that sadly passed away. But there's going to be some characters in this film that are going to be related to his character.
Yeah, to be honest, it's either going to be a massive success or a massive flop. There's no middle ground with this movie because like people are going to tie it in with the original, and that might be the problem. I'm pretty sure there was 3 Ghostbusters. I'm just looking it up. That's my phone pinging because I've just unplugged it by accident. Yeah, oh no, Ghostbusters 3 is the new one. Do you know what? For some reason in my head, do you know what it is? It's the females. The females have messed me up. Right. Top Gun 2.
I don't really know much about this and that. It's just never been something that I watched.
You know what's Top Gun? Iconic movie. I went to the danger zone. I'm gonna get copyright straight for that friggin' that was singing that one line. I'm looking forward to it. I love Top Gun. I've watched it a few times. I like a lot of Tom Cruise's movies. I'm gonna throw it out there. Like, but there's also films like that I watched with Sylvester Stallone that people don't like Get Him to Daylight. But like, yeah, I love a lot of Tom. I've got all the Mission Impossibles, and obviously that's another one we can touch with him. That he's got Mission Impossible 7 and 8 coming out in the next 2 years. I think 7's been pushed back, and then 8's been pushed back to 2023. I feel like at the minute, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be a good movie. I feel like he's waited so long. I feel like it's going to be a banger, but we'll have to just wait and see. The one we can touch. And when we recorded this, they didn't have the trailer out. Now we've seen the trailer. Spider-Man 3. Right?
Yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home. My opinion on that is that it's got so many expectations for it that it hopefully lives up to it. The trailer came out very recently, as of like
last night,
today, like in the morning. Because I don't know if it would have came out as early as this anyway, but there was a leak, so they're probably like, "Oh, we'll just put the actual trailer out."
Yeah. Do you know they've confirmed Toby Fingers in it? Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, he's heavily implied to be in it, but obviously they're not going to put him in the first trailer.
Someone brought the trailer down, and you know when he goes, "Oh, Peter," right? If Doc Ock was, this is another theory from me personally. Their theory was that he wasn't looking at Tom Holland. He was looking at Tobey Maguire when he said Peter to him. You know, when he comes out the water, it looked like he was a distance away. My theory behind it is he wouldn't know unless like he's magically picked up that Spider-Man. That Doc Ock would not know Tom Holland would be Spider-Man.
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
Well, I'll see. Like, it could be utter crap, but like, I feel like he wouldn't know Tom Holland was Spider-Man until he suited up in front of him. Yeah. But he said it before he even suited up, because you see Tom Holland suit up afterwards. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm very interested by the trailer. Let's put it that way, because it advertised like five. You know, it's advertised 5 bad guys.
Yeah. Like, I was so impressed with how detailed it was, and like certain things you could like see in the background and stuff like that.
Oh, it's amazing. And someone's going to break that down fully, and it'll advertise all 3 of them. I guarantee you. As much as it's only been really focused on Tom, not Tom. Who's the first Spider-Man now?
The what? Sorry.
Who was the first Spider-Man?
First Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. It's been mainly focused on him, but I feel like Andy's going to make an appearance. Andy Griffin.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield, you mean?
Yeah. Because like, Electro's in it, and Electro doesn't make sense unless he's in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, to advertise Electro and then not have either of the Spider-Man in makes no sense at all. So I feel like they're both going to be in, and I feel like it's going to be a free Spider-Man, and it's going to be like the start of the multiverse, and like the crossover with it, potentially. Sherlock Holmes 3. Last time you knew nothing about this, if I remember.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, there's going to be a third one? I only heard rumours, it was an actual thing.
Yeah, no, it's confirmed for this year, I think. Let me just double check. Sherlock. Yeah, it's confirmed for this year. Sherlock Holmes 3, yeah, it's confirmed. and it says, oh, that's weird. I don't know if it's thingy this. I'm wondering, it said it was meant to be in Faces last year, but like the trailer makes me think it's a fake. Like, I don't know. Like, no, the imaging makes me feel like. Apparently it's coming out. Apparently it's December 2020. December this year. It's coming out.
That would be a lovely treat.
22nd of December. Apparently the third film is set to release on the 22nd of December.
I saw 17th of December. I didn't see 22nd.
No.
I'm thinking of Spider-Man still. Sorry.
Yeah. There's literally going to be Spider-Man and Robert Downey Jr. facing him at the same time. That'll be a nightmare. The reason I would say it's fake is the two images I've just seen. One has Benjamin Cumberbatch, so unless they're doing a massive crossover, makes no sense at all.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, because obviously he plays Sherlock in a different figure on a TV show, not the movie. Then they've got Superman as him, and then they've got the comedy that took the mick out of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah,
the guy who plays in Daddy's Home or whatever. You know, the Daddy's Home, the actual one who can't have kids. Oh well, so he thinks anyway. Because of the teeth thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's advertised behind it, and then the second one I'm saying was Sherlock and the guy who plays, Holmes, and then her out of Stranger Things, the psychic mutant was that, and that's where I was like, maybe not. Like, I don't know if it does come out and it's 22nd December, it's going to be lit. But like, yeah, I'm undecided on this because like with the images I've seen, would make me think it's utter crap. Do you know what I mean? But we'll have to just wait and see. But if it's rumoured, it's all good, but we like it. Matrix 4.
I'm going to disagree with what you said in the previous recording. From what I can recall, that I don't know if it's really necessary that they're making this.
I feel like it's just a money grab. Like, I feel like it's just a pure money. Like, the first and second and the third all tied in together, and the third one killed the majority of the cast off. And then I know that two of them who died in the original movie have been recast in the new one, and like it's meant to be based on a video game. And I'm like, as soon as he said based on a video game, I was like, I'm out. I don't want to watch it because if I watch it, it ruins if I watch it and it's shite, it ruins the first three for me. Do you know what I mean? If I watch it and it's like, nah, it's absolute garbage, I then can't go back and watch the first three ever again.
Well, yeah, just have a different opinion on it, I suppose.
Yeah, because then I'll just be like, then it becomes saturated. It's like watching The Karate Kid, right? Watching The Karate Kid and then going watching Jackie Chan's version of The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
It's like night and fucking day, you know what I mean? And it really pissed me off. So I'll probably watch it at some point. Like if it went on Sky Movies, I'll probably end up watching it, but I won't be going to cinemas watching it. I can guarantee that. With what I've heard, I don't like the sound of it. Uncharted.
I think it'd be pretty good. I've not really played all the games. I think it's one of Tom Holland's first movies where I've been quite excited about. That's not Spider-Man.
Tom Holland's done quite a few films recently, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He did the one with Will Smith, didn't he? But it was a cartoon.
Yeah, I think so. I've not watched that yet myself.
It's on Disney. So you got Disney Plus, it's on there. I think it's anyway. No, it's not. It's the one he's in where he's a wizard. It's on Disney. Or a elf gremlin or whatever the fuck it is. I've got no personal opinion on Uncharted. I've never played the games. Didn't really enjoy the game. I've probably played the first 5 minutes of a game and not enjoyed it. So I've not got much of an opinion. I'll probably watch it if it goes to Sky. I probably won't watch it at cinemas. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
It doesn't really interest me.
The only reason I want to watch it is because Jack Whitehall's in it. That's the only reason I want to watch it. Because like the last thing he did was that Jungle Cruise on Disney, and he was quite funny in that. And like he seems to be now getting a couple of he seems to have been like getting his mark now in movies, and like he seems to be going on to bigger and better projects. So I feel like it might be good on the slide. What I've seen of the trailer looks good. I remember Clifford the Big Red Dog when I was a kid, so I feel like I'll watch it because it's a movie. I don't know. I'll probably won't go to cinemas though. Unless I can like hire a kid for a day. Come watch Clifford the Big Red Dog with it. The Batman.
I'm quite excited for that for when that comes out. Bit disappointing that it got delayed. I think it's going to be interesting because this is the Batman where I think it's either his first or second year as Batman.
No, it's his first. This is his first movie.
Are
you still thinking? Are you still thinking it's what's in it? You know it swapped actors, don't you?
Yeah. Just saying from what I've looked into, it's his first or second year.
All right, I was just
remember which it was. And yeah, it's nice to see a nice design for the costume, and how it combines different elements from different costumes, and it still makes it its own. And the Riddler looks really different in this movie.
I've not seen the trailer for it. The thing that put me off is I've watched so many Batman movies now, and so many beginnings to Batman, that I've now had enough of seeing Batman's fucking. I might watch the second movie he does, but I probably won't watch the first because it's just going to be a bat story again. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'd give this a try because it looks really good.
It does look like what I've seen of it. It looks alright, but I feel like because there's been that many Batman movies in the last 10 to 20 years, it's ridiculous. They should have hired someone who's his age, he's really younger. They've hired. I feel like that's what they should have done with the Justice League. They should have hired a young team like they did with Robert. If you think when they started Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. wasn't that old, was he? How old was Robert Downey Jr. when he first did Iron Man? Can't have been that old. He must have been in his 30s at a push. Do you know what I mean? Let me just check. I'll see if I can find out. But I feel like they should have brought in a young cast, especially for Justice League. Because if they're doing Justice League, it needs to be a young cast, so that they'll do a few films back to back. Because when you've got this many, now Justice League's dead. Because the Batman's have been in the original Batman who's now left the freaking show is now done with the show. But then but this is what's confusing me. They've started filming the Flash, his own standalone movie. And apparently,
but the thing is, they're connecting a load of Batmans to it.
No, the original Batman, the one from the Justice League. He's doing that one, so it makes no sense at all. Do you know what I mean?
It's not going to. There's going to be loads of different Batmans in it. Apparently the Flash from the TV show is going to be in it as well.
Yeah, because the Flash from the movie showed up on the TV show.
Yeah.
So it would make sense. Well, he's 56 now. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, it was the first one, 2006, 2008 or something?
2008, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2008, so that's what? 13 years ago. So it would have been 43 originally when he did it. So we'd have 42, 43. So he wasn't too old, but if you think who they brought on after that, Thor was quite young. Chris Evans was mediocre. They was all roughly about the same age in the 2030s, weren't they? Who they brought on? Because I think the Black Panther was the youngest cast member they brought on, wasn't it? But anyway, that's my opinion. I feel like they should hire more young people to do movies that are going to be franchised for 10 to 20 years. Or someone who's committed.
That's a good thing they hired Tom Holland, because he's quite young, and Spider-Man himself is quite young, at the start of his career.
Yeah, I feel like if they're doing the Spideyverse, I feel like one of them needs to be fat. I'm just going to throw it out there. One of them needs to be fat.
I think you're only saying that because in the animated Spider-Verse somebody was. But originally,
exactly why. You want to see fat Spider-Man.
but yeah, I think the movie is overall. I'm just gonna clump horror movies in one segment rather than talk about multiple.
Yeah.
It's nice to see different movies trying different things. And hoping that the movie's going to be successful in the cinema, because the cinema's a very iffy place right now with how unstable COVID is. Because COVID just keeps escalating. I know we spoke about COVID in the previous episode, but COVID keeps changing things, and a lot of businesses are losing their money and their business in general, which is quite upsetting. And a lot of towns like mine, and from what I understand yours. There's just nothing but charity shops, barbers, and that's about it. Greg's.
Yeah, my town's dead, mate. Like, it was dead anyway before COVID. It's now fucking... It's died a horrible death. Like, it was dead before COVID. It's now screwed. I'm going to surprise you here. They've moved Jurassic World back to 2022. You know, the third one.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because you've got a lot of movies that are coming out as soon as they possibly can because they don't know what's going to happen.
I'm just going to chuck it out there. You're going to be so happy with who's coming back for it.
Alright.
Alan Grant's coming back.
Alright.
And so is Dr. Ellen Finger. You know, they're both coming back for it.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
So
from the original movies.
Yeah. All three of them would be in it technically because David Ian Malcolm signed up for it as well. The only one who can't do it is the person who actually died in real life. That was the old man who played the old man of the grand things. But yeah, it looks like they brought as much original cast back as they could for this movie, so that's an added benefit, I guess. I can't remember Vinnie Vang being in at any point, me. Maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, Jurassic World 3, are you looking forward to it? Not looking forward to it?
Yeah, it could be interesting. I'm not opposed to it.
The thing is, like, it's going to be weird because all the animals got let out on the mainland.
Yeah.
At the end of the second one, so it's going to be a weird one. I think Blackadder's been moved back as well, hasn't it? If I remember right, the Blackadder's been not back, hasn't it? Or Blackadder. With Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Black Adam, yeah. I think it might have been, I'm not sure. It's been one of those movies like The Flash where it was never quite sure when it was coming out. Or
no,
if it was even still happening.
It's definitely being confirmed for next year.
Yeah. But yeah, it could be good. I really, really enjoyed Shazam.
I've just seen who's advertised for this film, and it could be really good. Pierce Brosnan's actually playing Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, by the way. I've just got a fucked up an image of it. Clone is being in it as well. Atom Smasher's in it, and Hawkman is in it as well.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the movie itself, but yeah, that sounds interesting.
I didn't see that. That's the first time I've seen something like that where they've advertised like 5 characters in it. All I knew was it was obviously Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing him. That was all I knew. But it's nice to see Pierce Brosnan game one. The thing is, he's James Bond, innit? For the UK people, it's James Bond. Have you got any movies you want to cover before we move on to the
I
TV
don't know
show?
if it's necessarily coming out this year, but I'm looking forward to the sequel to the Sonic movie.
You're going to fill me in. I've not got a clue what the hell that is.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Sonic. I thought you said Silence.
Yeah.
I thought you said Silence. I was like, you're going to fill me in what the frig that is. Sonic, yeah. Do you know, there's so many people been advertised for that. It's ridiculous already. Like,
I think it's quite funny that Idris Elba's plays Knuckles. Cause I'm not quite sure how that's going to go, but I'm sure it'll be pretty good.
Well, I was going to cover this, but I wasn't going to cover it. One of the cast, I watched SWAT, that's a TV show about American policing, and obviously when they break in and, you know, like, I've come up with commands. One of the actors who's like plays Hondo in it has signed up for Sonic the Hedgehog too, as well.
All right, that'd be interesting.
So I seen that because he got advertised for it. But other than that, I've not really checked into it. There's not really a lot of films that are coming out this year. If you think though, it's been a big quick turnover for that film for it to be out next year. Because we're only the 8th of April. They're saying it's going to get released.
Oh yeah.
Jim Carrey's doing Doc Ock again.
Yeah, Dr. Eggman, yeah.
Ben Schwarzer?
Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, he's doing Sonic the Hedgehog again. Oh yeah, Knuckles, yeah. So Knuckles in Tails is played by a girl. I don't get what he's doing in the... non-applicable. Apparently he's in it, but they've not actually put him down as anything. Agent Stone's coming back.
Yeah.
And Wade Whitlam.
Yeah.
It looks like it'll be a good game. The original cast has come back, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, that's always a benefit when you've got most of the original characters. So.
Yeah.
Especially for Jim Carrey, because like you might know, he doesn't usually do sequels.
No, I feel like he loved the freedom he had with this. The thing is, he loved the freedom with Sonic to do his own shite. So like that's why he's come back to it. Because like you know when he does the dancing, that was all like he came up with everything for dancing in that scene, and really took on the role. And I feel like he's saying how much. If he'd done crap, I don't think he would have done a second one. If like he hadn't done well, he wouldn't have done the second one. But because it did so well, because if you think like it's not like the person who plays Tom, he's been in so many movies I know he's been in. Like Enchanted, I don't know if you remember Enchanted.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, where like Disney-like characters.
Well, he was the superhero in that.
Yeah,
he was the prince in that. Sorry. He was in Boss Baby as well.
Oh, right.
Superman Returns. This might be a movie you don't know he was in. Do you remember Hop?
Yeah, I don't know if I watched it, but I know of it, yeah.
Well, he was in I'm trying to see if there's anything he's actually done recently that you might not know. He did Top Gun, Two Guns, and did The Anchorman as well. He's done quite a few.
Anchorman, yeah.
Oh, I know who he is. X-Men.
Yeah.
You know Scott Lang?
Oh,
Cyclops.
Cyclops, yeah.
Yeah, that's who Cyclops is.
Yeah.
I was like, what? How was he in X-Men? And I've just put two and two together with his face. It's Cyclops, but he looked really young. It's like that. You're talking 2003. That was years ago. He looks so much different now. Like he looks so much older. It's probably not a bad thing. Like, yeah, he's done quite a bit of films that I've watched. Like, so it could be interesting. Right, do you want to do TV shows, or have you got any other movies you want to touch on before we naff off?
No, I think so.
Right, so let's do TV shows. Starting with the favourite one for both of us, The Umbrella Academy. Free.
Yeah, season 3 should be good when that comes out. Season 1 and 2 was quite enjoyable. It's a nice, serious but not serious sort of superhero type thing. But it's a bit dark, like you wouldn't think it is until you watch it.
I know how you went. It's a little bit dark. Might be a little bit dark. If it was any dark, the thing is, it's a good kind of dark. It's not like, oh my god, I can't watch it with a kid. It's not that kind of dark, but it's like got the tinge of being like really dark. Do you know what I mean? It like flirts with the line of being really like going into the darkness and then try and stay light. It's good. Most people don't get it though, because like they're like, oh, it's got a monkey that talks. It makes no sense. I think it's funny. I'd love a talking monkey. Marvel TV shows.
I reckon they all smashed out of the park for all different reasons. Loki, the most recent one, was quite enjoyable. WandaVision, I think because it was so different to anything else, it was maybe, like I remember what you originally said, it was a bit difficult to keep track of at first unless you were really into it.
Yeah, I still keep saying like we talked about it last week. Obviously, the recording for both of these got knackered up, so we'd end up re-recording. I kept saying, I was like, oh, I've got to rewatch it. I still haven't touched it. Like, it's really hard to touch it because, like, I'm like, ah. Every time I think about touching it, I'm like, but no, you know what I mean? So it must have put a bad taste in me, Matt. I think I like watched about 4 episodes of it as well. It just put a really bad taste in my mouth, and I've not touched it since. I sort of enjoyed Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Yeah.
Loki was my favourite. If I was going to name the 3, Loki's my favourite. Just for alligator lucky high, alligator lucky high. Yeah, I loved it for that one song, and literally because there's that many Lokis, it's so funny. Andy makes out with himself, so it's always an added benefit. That's a weird subject. He makes out with himself. Right, I've got DC TV underneath this.
It's not quite as good as it used to be. I remember we both already said this.
Most of them are fit. The thing is, everything's finished on DC. DC's had its time, and Marvel's taking over. Like DC, you had Arrow, banging. Then you had Flash join it, banging. Then you had, was it Supergirl after that? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Supergirl.
it might be. But you got most of them that don't really make much sense.
Yeah, basically you had. It started with Arrow. The Arrow, it was like, I think Arrow was like the beta test of whether it would do well on TV, and it smashed it out the park. Then they did Flash, smashed it out the park. Then they did Supergirl, but it was alright. The first season was alright. After that, it was pretty dead. Then they did DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because that tied in.
That originally, but then like it just dropped off most of the shows, to be honest.
And then you've got the Black Lightning, but most of them are coming to an end. Like Arrow's already finished. Supergirl's just finished because it's filmed season 6. Flash has got one more season to go. DC Legends is staying on, and they're making. Do you remember Giggle?
Yeah, Diggle. Yeah.
Yeah, he's becoming Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So I might watch it just to see what they do with that. Potentially, I'll probably be shite. And then Black Lightning's finished. The only one that's really taken over now is Stargirl. Have you heard the rumours that Thingy might be coming back as Green Lantern? Not Green Lantern, sorry, Green Arrow. Amel said he might want to do Green Arrow again. But I feel like he's not going to do it as Green Arrow. I feel like he's going to might come into Stargirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Stargirl, I think, it's maybe like a prequel before. You know what I mean? Batwoman as well, man. Do you know what the bad thing is with Batwoman? Batwoman could have succeeded so well, but like they got an actress who signed on for one show and then said she wasn't doing it anymore. So now it's changed.
Yeah, they completely changed it. It doesn't really seem like the same show anymore.
So I watched the first season. I've never watched the second season, and I probably won't. Like I feel like when you start a TV show, you need to at least get them in for like four seasons before you have them swap over or bring any major character back in, and like to have the main focus of the freaking show leave after a show is stupid. Oh, I've got a cracking subject in a minute. I've not wrote it down, but it'll be getting added. Cobra Kai.
I've still not watched much of that. I know you recommended it, so I might have to give it a shout.
Do you know what it is? If you liked Karate Kid, the original, not the new one, if you like Karate Kid, you'll love it. If you've got nostalgia of Karate Kid, you'll love it. I don't know if you watched the original Karate Kid.
Yeah, I think I did. Not all of them, though.
Yeah, even if you watch the first one, you'll get it. It's basically about the first one. Season 3 tied in with the second movie, and it looks like season 4 is going to tie in with the third movie. The first two seasons tie in with the first one. The third season tied in with the second movie, and it looks like the third film's kind of tied up with the fourth. I think it's good. Personally, I can't wait for season 4. I hope it's this year, not next year, but we'll have to wait and see. The Witcher.
Yeah, that should be good. I watched the first season. I played a bit of the Witcher 3. But other than that,
it's a touchy subject. I really enjoy. I sort of enjoyed the TV show, but like I keep saying I'm gonna just refresh my brain because like I can't remember all of it because there's that much going on. I started playing Witcher 3, hoping that would give me some energy to play it. Watch it. I hate Witcher 3. Like I fucking hate it. Like I keep getting stuck on this one part. It's doing my nothing, and like I can't get past it. So I started filming FIFA to take over just so I can get like past this point and then carry on filming because it really is pissing me off. Like I've just done I might spoil the game if you've not played the game. Probably like skip over the next couple of seconds. How far did you go in? Did you complete Witcher 3?
No.
Right. Do you remember the baby step?
Oh yeah.
That's the point where I've just completed that and I've just brought it back to life. You know, as a lava and whatever the fuck it's called. I've just brought it back to life, and every time I fall in a little shit, I get attacked by some freaking animal that kills me. It pisses me right off. I get so far into it, and then it resets me back all the way to the beginning, so I've got to restart recording back from the beginning. Oh, it's like, fuck off. I'll bring this up, but you won't. I can bring up the next four, 5 things, probably, and you probably won't have a subject on them. Dynasty.
Yeah, sure. No, I don't really know anything about it.
Right, Dynasty is basically a TV show where it's about a billionaire, like a trillionaire, whatever, and the dynasty of companies and stuff like that. I've just watched the first season and finished it, and now I'm going to wait for season 4. So, it was good. I enjoyed it. If you've not watched it, give it a crack. It's on Netflix, and season 4 is coming to Netflix sometime next year. Heartland.
I don't know what that is.
It's about a horse. If you like, do you know what? I didn't think I was into country shit because like I've lived in the countryside. I didn't think I was into country shit till I watched Heartland. Like it's all about like riding bulls, riding horses, cattle drives. Like something that I would never say I would sit and watch. And like I've watched about 14 seasons. I think it's 14 seasons. And they've just started filming season 15 in Canada. Like I didn't think I'd watch it. Like it's been going like 15 years or something. Like it's mental.
Yeah.
I was a kid when that first started, but do you know what I mean?
I suppose.
Mighty Ducks Game Changer.
The show was never really my thing. From what you told me before, it's not really my thing.
Do you know what? If you've not watched Mighty Ducks, I feel like it was nostalgia for me because I've watched Mighty Ducks 1, 2, and 3, and maybe that's why I watched it more. But I really enjoyed it. I like that they brought Cornish Bombay back. I like that they brought some of the original Ducks back in it. And I hope they do a season 2. It's not been confirmed yet, or like it's not been cancelled and it's not been renewed, so it's in that period of waiting. But yeah, I hope they bring back a season 2 because I'd look like I feel like there needs to be a season 2, but we'll just have to wait and see. Big Shot.
What's that? What's that?
Basically, it's about girl basketball.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, David. What are you watching?
Right, I'll tell you why I watched it. It came up under Mighty Ducks, like shows you might like. I was like, oh fuck it, there's nothing on it. This was like in the middle of like the third lockdown, Ryan. I'd watched a lot of shit in the first 2. So like, I was like, yay. So I banged it on. I actually got into it. It's about girl basketball, but like he's a coach, but he's a dickhead. Pretty much, he chucks a chair at referee and knocks the referee out and gets kicked down into coaching girl basketball. And it shows you like his story and his kid's story. It's good. It's good. It's good. Turner and Hooch.
Let me talk about this. How detailed is it?
It's better than the movie.
Right.
I'd say they've changed they've changed certain things. The main cast is obviously the dog. Then they've got do you remember Drake and Josh?
Oh yeah.
Well, Josh is Turner in this.
Yeah.
There's at the minute I think there's like 5-6 episodes at the minute. Obviously I think there's going to be 10 overall. Really good. The first one, he gets the dog. He fucking hates the dog. The dog chews up his the Rumba Hoover cleaners.
Yeah.
The dog chews the Rumba Hoover cleaner clean out, and basically wrecks the kitchen. And he hates him. But he like it's different because like in this like he's gotta love it. Like it's weird to say. Like obviously the film the dog follows another dog into a vet's house, doesn't he?
Yeah.
In this, like, there's 2 love angles. There's the ex-girlfriend of him, and then the dog trainer who fancies him as well. So it's like the try. Like it's been really good. It's only 5-6 episodes. I think it's even the 5th episode I've just watched. Maybe the 6th one. I think the 6th one might have been on yesterday, and I've still not watched it. But like it's every Tuesday or Wednesday the show's on. But I've enjoyed it. I think it's really good. I've enjoyed it personally. I feel like it's better than the movie.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Should we talk about the touchy subject that starts in 2 days? Yeah, the last season starts in 2 days. The Walking Dead.
This will be short and sweet, mate. I stopped watching it ages ago because it felt like the same sort of formula constantly, and I feel like it's gone on for way too long.
I love how you short and sweet, piss off. To be honest, I agree in some aspect. I feel like I lost interest after the Negan situation. I don't know how many seasons did you get in?
I think I got up to that, and I was just like, it's just not been in much.
Was it after the baseball bat scene?
It's not because of that. I just stopped enjoying it.
No, that's what I mean. I feel like I got to the point where I think I stopped watching after Carl died, and then I heard Rick was dying, and that's the only reason I watched that episode, because I heard Rick was dying, and I fucking watched it just to see. But Rick didn't die. So I watched it for like an hour, and Rick didn't even fucking die. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah, it should have died years ago. I don't know how it's still on TV. I honestly don't know how the fuck it was still on TV. But like, it must be doing bad, because the last season's getting aired on pissing Disney. So getting aired on like Fox, it's getting aired on Star. So yeah, it must be bad. I don't think there's any other TV shows I can think of. Is there anything you've watched in lockdown that you want to bring
up? Not a lot particularly. I've been watching more YouTube than anything else. I've been watching...
Yeah, we're going to do a subject. Do you want to do like YouTube on this one, or do you want to do it on a separate one?
Or just do like a highlight sort of thing. So I'm just going to mention like one thing.
Yeah.
So like I've been watching a lot of theory videos on like movies that we've mentioned, especially on the new Spider-Man movie. And overall, I just watch YouTube more than any other sort of thing anyway. Like, TV's just been very boring.
I'm gonna have the controvert. I know I'm gonna get shit at comments for this. I watch The Sidemen. I'm just waiting for the abuse. Yeah, do you know what? I enjoy some of the context dog shite. I enjoyed the women's attract. I feel like the women's attractive thing that they did this week was a bit, like he was like, oh, who do you think's got most money? And then like, so realistically, it's meant to be like, you put him there, you put him there, you put him there, you put him there, and then they tell you what happened, and they was like, oh, we're not going to say it. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, it's not really a fucking thingy then, is it? You know what I mean? So I feel like it was a bit of a cop-out, the concept.
I get amazed how they can make those videos an hour long sometimes.
Oh, it was an hour and 23 minutes long.
Yeah.
The thingy was funny, the Sidemen Tinder. They're always hilarious. But like, I feel like the reacts is sort of dying slowly. Because like, there's only so much shit you can... It'd be like me and you started a react channel. And then there's only so much you can watch before like you just reacting to the same shit you watched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially because they do like their own, like... If they didn't do their own videos, like there's KSI where I swear to God he's watched the same clip 3 times and he's laughed every time. And I'm like, well, it's funny the first time, the third time it's not so funny, you know what I mean? Unless like it's hilarious. And so it's like, it isn't that funny.
No.
Other than that, it's not been too bad, to be honest. There's not really a lot I watch on YouTube. I used to watch YouTube too much, and now I feel like I don't watch it enough. Do you know what I mean? It's really just Sidemen. It really is. Like, I'm going through and like seeing if there's anything else that comes up, but it's just mainly Sidemen. And I watch it once a week, and that's about it. I watch more TV than fucking Sidemen shit. Yeah, no. There's literally nothing else. There's a family, but they're a TikTok family, so I don't really... It's a different subject, but yeah. Sidemen mainly.
Yeah.
And PlayStation Grenade, but I really watch PlayStation Grenade for Fortnite and PlayStation games that are coming out that month for free. So for to keep track of it. Other than that, no. There's not really a lot to watch. Oh, Marvel Avengers, but that's for updates on the game. But other than that, we'll talk about Marvel Avengers in the next video because it's in gaming. But yeah, I feel like that's it. I don't think there's anything TV show wise. Oh, I could cover the Rookie. Rookie's still going, would you believe? My mum said that was going to be a flop, and it's going on to its 4th season. You was wrong, mum. My mum's like, this TV program's crap. Clearly, figured not. It's about a cop. To be honest, I'm getting inside the edge as well. It's disgusting. It's about a 40-year-old rookie, and basically becomes a police officer at 40 years old. And yeah, it's just all about him. It's really good. It's quite funny. So yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot to talk about, mate. I don't think we covered everything.
I think that's about it really for this episode.
Yeah, and the next episode is, for you guys and girls, is games for this year, I think. It looks like games for this year. And WWE! Episode. Yay! WWE! Yeah, it's
first episode on gaming and wrestling.
Yay! We said we was going to touch it, we touched it third week. Yeah, so we'll have fun with that next week, and then I think the 4th one, we'll do the 4th one when we do the 3rd one. Thank you very much for watching. I've been your boy GSA Wrestling.
Thank you very much, guys. I've been Ryan Iconic Shadows. We hope you have a good day and that you enjoyed the content.
And we'll see you all in a bit.
Bye.
Did you enjoy our little chat? If so, why not drop a like? And if you want to see more, why not hit the subscribe button?